What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Tech Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. What do you guys think about my haircut? Makes me look like a little kid, huh? So, my name is Ricky. If you guys don't know who it is that I am, I have a little bit over 100,000 subscribers. We actually just broke 114,000 subscribers today, so thank you guys for that. We have an amazing community, so it's a free platform. It's the third link in the description, and it's a free networking platform that we started a little bit over a year ago. So if you like surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, if you like investing in the stock market or in multiple markets, such as cryptocurrency, real estate, and everything that you can do behind a computer, then I would encourage you to click the third link in the description and to check out what it is that we are about. If you want to learn more about what it is that we do, feel free to browse around our YouTube channel and check it out. So I'm going to talk about one of my trades today. As you guys can see, I'm not very upset. The video, and I'm going to talk about kind of like one of my trades. It's not going exactly according to plan. I'm going to talk to you guys about my plan, and I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. So these are all the people that are joining us live. So if you guys ever want to join us live, we go live almost every single day, 7 days a week, right? So click that subscribe button. Be sure to turn on those post notifications, and then be alerted when, I go live and stuff like that. So, man, you guys is kind of ugly. J-Rock, Eastwood, I 100% agree. But I'm going to talk about my plan. This is my plan and what it is that I see value in. In no way is this any stock suggestion or anything like that. This is simply what I plan to do, and I hope that it can really provide some insight for you guys. Let's go ahead and do it. So let me pull up my TD Ameritrade. And it's actually, I should probably be talking about it right now. So I've been giving people updates nonstop with my trade, especially if you're part of the Tech Solutions. Let me just make sure everything is good. Boom. Not even just for those that are part of Tech Solutions. I'm in Learn, Plan, Profit. That's my private group. But for those that are part of Tech Solutions, I was keeping everyone up to date with what happened yesterday. So let's do this 5-day analysis. And we can see that yesterday it was at $57. I said, you guys can go back into our Tech Solutions Discord chat. I know that not everyone was swing trading it, and I knew a pullback was possible, and that's why I continuously reminded people. You guys can watch my videos. You guys can replay like the voice chats that I would have, and what I would continue to say was like, hey, just because I plan on swing trading something and holding it doesn't mean that you have to. There's no better, I think, so many people just want to maximize their overall profits, and I understand that. But there's no better idea than covering profits. You could always get back in. Yes, sometimes you do miss out on some opportunities, but I think if you really play it all out, like if you were to lock in your profits for like a year span, right, and you continuously lock in profits, you'll still probably, the decision of locking in profits early is probably always a better idea than, end up going from green to red, right? I was up about $500 to $600 on my position, and now I'm down about $321. Am I devastated? No, because, well, now I'm down a little bit under 300. So it realistically, and this is a resistance. So what I wanted to talk about was like, I've been continuously reminding people that, hey, it's never a bad idea to cover profits. Yesterday, I was like calling it out for the day traders that were trying to scalp you guys. I had a 2% margin from bottom VWAP to top VWAP. That's VWAP. I have a video on that on YouTube and in the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library on how it is that I utilize that. So there was this margin and this resistance. I knew that there was a resistance at $57. I knew it, and I just continued to call it out. I didn't want to sell because I didn't want to, and I was swing trading it, and I knew that this pullback was possible. But today I had this sell-off. Natural gas isn't doing too hot, so /NG was showing signs of a downward pattern. But look, again, it's starting to reverse back up. Yes, it's creeping up. It's moving very slowly, and it's not very attractive. People are becoming very impatient. I get that, and I think this is where I'm very conservative. I'm very patient. I'm very understanding of what it is that you guys is doing. Looking at the previous pattern on the 180-day chart, you could see that, hey, based off previous patterns, the last time that it bounced at $50, just like it did before, right? The last time that it bounced at $50, it pushed all the way up to 60 and then pulled all the way right back down to about $53, and then pushed right back up to 60 and then broke, right? It had that huge drop. Like a 10% drop. We're talking about, I called this one out when it was at $52, $53. It's still above that, but a lot of us got in right around like $54, $55. So we are a little down, right? We're talking about cents for a dollar stock. The reason that my thing looks like I'm down so much is because I'm in with a little bit over, I think, $15,000. And let me talk to you guys about my plan and what it is that I plan to do. This is my plan and is not anything that you should follow. This is just with what it is that I plan on doing. I see this resistance at around $55. You guys could see we called it out during pre-market hours. If you're part of the Learn Plan Profit group, I called it out when it was pushing up at that, hey, this might be a good time. Let me talk to you guys about my plan. I'm in with quite a bit of money. The stock is not performing. The ETF is not performing the way that I want it to. I usually invest this heavy when stocks are performing the way that I want it to, prior to this, when it was actively trending up. So what is it that I can do? I remember my initial position when I bought in with 100 shares was at 54.90. So I'm in. I'm obviously my average is a little bit higher because I continue to add to my position as it was going up. But one thing that I can do, depending on where your average is at, if you're very worried about the pattern on UGAS, then first try to understand the overall pattern. Do you think that UGAS will ever come back up? Well, based off previous patterns, it has always reversed. Does it, and this being a very low point, it has always recovered, right? And even when it makes new lows, it tends to recover. It's just a matter of time and when it is that we're going to do it. Did we buy at the very peak? No, we bought at the bottom, but it hasn't confirmed the uptrend. So patience is a huge factor. Now, thinking about it, what is it that you can do so you're not so overwhelmed? If you had $1 invested in UGAS, would you be so devastated? No, because the dollar value that you're investing isn't that big to really, have an emotional impact on you. Some people have a couple $1,000s, some people have a couple tens of $1,000s invested in this, and they might feel uncomfortable. A lot of us got in at an average of 54, 55. So what is it that we can do? We can start selling off some shares if you feel uncomfortable with your price at where it is that you bought, and then wait for the sell-offs. And once, again, it starts to consolidate and picks back up to around $55, $56, $57, wherever it is that you feel comfortable, then maybe you can buy back in at that price point again if you see value in it. So that's exactly what it is that I'm going to do. As it breaks above 55 or hits the top view up, I'll sell off maybe 100 of my shares. Wait for a sell-off, and maybe I'll buy a couple more. Or, I'll sell 200 of my shares, and then I'll wait and buy at a higher price point once it starts to show some more signs of an uptrend. Maybe instead of being in with a little bit over $15,000, I want to be in with $5,000, and I would feel much more comfortable going in over the weekend. Again, if you were to invest $1 in UGAS and it pulls back like this, a lot of you guys would not be so devastated, and you would understand and be much more reasonable in understanding that, hey, it is a little bit more on the oversold side. It is most likely just a time factor. It's going to recover. I'm just going to leave my money there and let it do its thing. But because so much of you are seeing how much it is that you guys are down, like, oh no, I'm down $380, $390. I'm down $400. What? Cut losses. I get that. And if you want to cut losses, 100%, if that's your plan, then that's your plan. But I just want you guys to understand what my plan is, how it is that I plan to approach it. And yes, it's not going exactly according to my plan, but that's trading. And that's why you should have some techniques, some best practices, and the series of steps that you take when it comes down to certain things not going according to your plan. I really want to hear your guys' input on this because if you're part of the Learn Plan Profit group, we already covered the top stocks for the day. If you guys want to see some stocks that are actively trending up, then feel free to check out yesterday's video. I uploaded a 5 to 6 minute video talking about that, so feel free to check that out. And yeah, so I want to see what you guys have to say. What's going on, Kevin? So he says, thanks, Ricky. Keep this old man motivated. I really appreciate that, man. Missed out on MYZSZ. That one was called out within the Learn Plan Profit group. You guys has a nice double bottom showing, ready to break out. Kit, it makes sense to me. It might not make sense to a lot of people. I'm not here to convince or motivate people to invest in something that they don't feel comfortable in. I understand what it is that you're saying, and I'm completely comfortable with my position. And I think that's what it's all about. You invest in what you see value in, and you don't in what you don't. If you feel like you messed up and you got in a little bit too early, or you're very uncomfortable, then maybe you should take a step back and invest a smaller dollar value, or go back into simulation trading. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. Stop trying to expedite this process of being a full-on professional in the stock market. Take it easy, take baby steps, slowly start increasing your account as you continue to prove to yourself that you can be a consistent and profitable trader. That's all. So he's like, I lost most of my gains of this week with UGAS. Me too. So, I mean, my main trade was with UGAS, and I was up $600, hoping to be, anywhere from the $3,000 to $6,000 profit range if it played out according to plan. Now, again, this is part of swing trading. It takes a little bit longer than expected. So I haven't lost anything because I haven't sold, right? So it's just, there's a pullback. So Chris Schroeder saying positive energy. Appreciate that. I agree. Technical breakout, as long as there is more green than red. Luis, yep, I agree. Guess is showing signs of a good reversal. I agree. I did a technical analysis on that earlier today with the Learn Plan Profit group. The weather is playing against you. That definitely is a role of what's happening. So you're selling all your shares. Roberto, no, I'm not. I didn't say that. I said that I'm going to be selling off some shares as it peaks out and buying more at the dip, or buying more when it, whatever it is that I feel comfortable. Ricky, is it a good idea to get out now and get back in at $57, $59? It all comes down, and this is where I'm going to end it. So it all comes down to opportunity costs. For a lot of those that don't like bag holding something, or you guys now is not actively trending up, so it makes sense on why people might want to cut losses. Like, it definitely does make sense, and I get that. But what I see is, I see signs of an uptrend pattern. I see signs of just a small little pullback. Based on my experience, this is me. That it's most likely just going to take a little bit of time to recover. The same pattern that happened when I was trading DGAS. If you guys remember 2-3 weeks ago, I think it was DGAS, my $2,600 trade, right? I was down originally on that position $1,500. The first day, I was down, I think it was DGAS, or I don't know. You guys would have to go refer back to the video. I showed my trades and all that. I was down $1,500 on my original position. I used the same technique. I sold the peaks and bought as it was trending back up. And because of that, I ended a total profit of over $3,000 because I was doing some intraday plays with DGAS itself. And again, I understood the pattern. A lot of people were extremely overwhelmed, and they really did, they got really scared. Why is it that you're getting so scared? Your dollar value that you're investing in, the dollar value that you're investing is too high. Too many emotions are coming into play. Lower, you're trying to expedite the process. You're trying to make the most money that you can as quick as possible. That's not how it works. That's how you lose a number that you're uncomfortable with. So, yeah. Matthew, he's saying, hey, thank you. I just wanted to say thank you for all your time that you've been spending with all us in Learn Plan Profit and YouTube lately, over you guys especially. The reason that I'm bringing this up again is because so many people are talking about my position that I have and their position, and I feel like a lot of people are uneasy about what it is that they're trading. I just want to continuously provide you guys updates on why it's not a bad idea to cover profits. From my call at $53 and when it peaked out at 58, every single day I reminded people to cover profits, cover profits. Did they ask me? They asked me if I was covering profits. I said no, because that's not what that was not my plan. But that just because that's not my plan, I just want to, for every person that's part of my free group of TechButt Solutions, over 80,000 members, for every person that's part of my Learn Plan Profit group, a couple thousand members, right? For everyone that's a part of YouTube, I want you guys to stay profitable, regardless if I make money or not. And I want you guys to stay green. And that's why I continue to remind you guys every single day how important it is to cover profits. I can promise you that statistically, if you cover profits early every single time, you will make more money doing that than not covering profits. And I've experienced that. Right now, again, you guys are selling off. People are going to get uneasy. I'm telling you, covering profits is never a bad idea. Stop focusing so much on maximizing your overall dollar value and focus more on being a consistent and profitable trader. That's what I want for each and every single one of you. I've been experiencing this, so me taking a $300-400 loss, a $1,500 loss, I understand this, and I can buy more because it's just, that's my trading style. I don't want you guys to focus on how much it is that I'm making. I don't want you guys to focus on what it is exactly that I'm trading, but focusing on yourself, on being a consistent and profitable trader. And that's what we do within the Learn Plan Profit Lesson Library. So that's what we do in TechButt Solutions, and that's what I want to promote within the overall TechButt Solutions, YouTube channel. So I hope that you guys all have a beautiful Friday. I hope that you guys end today on a green note. And if you don't, then formulate a plan on how it is that you're going to get there. In your worst days, that's what really makes you a good investor, right? Being able to overcome these hesitations and these like points in someone's life where people really make mistakes and give up. So altogether, thank you guys for your time. I hope that you guys all have an amazing weekend. Please be safe. We will see you for our Sunday Stock Talk. And I believe we are going to be announcing our 3 giveaway winners for the Learn Plan Profit Scholarship today at around 5:30, if I'm not mistaken. If you're part of TechButt Solutions, again, the third link in the description, it's a free group. I'm going to be giving away 3 scholarships to the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library. If you guys don't know what that is, that's the first link in the description. And for those that are part of it already, if you enter the giveaway, even if you buy it right now, so there's still about 1 hour left for that promo that we're doing. It's giving you $40 off to the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library with the promo code BOOM, BOOM. And if you end up winning the giveaway and you already paid for it, we're going to refund you what it is that you pay. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to be announcing 3 giveaway winners today and then the remaining 2 on Sunday. So just wanted to remind you guys how important it is to stay consistent, stay profitable. It's never a bad idea to cover profits. I don't care if it's 1%. I don't care if it's 100%. It's never a bad idea to cover profits. Focus less on the dollar value when starting out and focus more on being a consistent and profitable trader. That's all. If you guys like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you guys feel like this video can benefit someone, then feel free to share it with them. If you guys aren't subscribed already, we'd love to have you as a part of the group. Again, the promo code for the next hour for the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library, that's the first link in the description, is BOOM, BOOM. Thank you guys again for everything it is that you guys do. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.